Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? This is vlog number 2 for the day. No, you didn't miss a vlog. I had to start over. It is currently 5:19 p.m. I think I started at like 4:45 or something like that. And I got about 20 minutes into the vlog and it is so loud, or it was so loud out here. And I just kind of kept on trying to power through it and talk through it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to stop. I'm just going to have to stop. And so I was like watching it back to see if any of it was salvageable. And the majority of it, you couldn't even hear me talking because it was so loud with the landscapers and things like that. So I was like, you know what? I'll just take a moment and get some coffee. So I just got some coffee inside, and then I was like, I'm gonna restart the vlog and we'll start over. So it is currently, what is it now, 5:20? It is currently 5:20, and when I started it earlier, I looked at the temperature and it was like 76 degrees outside. Yep, see, 76 degrees and sunny outside. It is such a beautiful day in Indianapolis. I would have filmed inside, but Alex is upstairs taking a nap. I said to him, I go, are you going to sleep for the night? He's like, I don't know, I might. I'm so tired. He did not sleep very well last night. So, yeah, and I wasn't even sure if I was gonna, I know I say this like every day, but I wasn't even sure if I was gonna film any videos today, and this is what happened. So I'll explain the whole like eclipse experience to you guys in just a second, but I was coming back from the eclipse viewing party, which I actually did go to at the pool. I filmed a whole video talking about it over my Peter Does Stuff channel, but I'll probably go more into length here. But I was coming back, I walked back with my neighbors, and I was talking to my neighbor across the street because she was out gardening, and I just was so relaxed and so peaceful, and I was like, everybody's off from work today, all the kids are out of school, everybody's walking around the neighborhood, it's like a prelude to summer outside. We were all at the pool talking about the pool and how excited we were for the pool to open. My pool crew, it's who I sat with today. And so it just felt like a summer day going to the pool. And so I got home, which I don't know, might not be a good thing, because if this is how it is, and then I'm spending my days at the pool, I probably won't want to film anything. So I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and I almost was about to say, I think I'm going to go and take Boo Radley out, and then I'm going to lay down and take a nap with Alex when he gets home, because he was on his way home. And she said, are you not going to film a video talking about the eclipse and how amazing it was? And I was like, you know, I probably should. So I came over here and took Boo Radley out, let him run around and stuff like that. And then I filmed, well, I think actually I filmed the Peter Does Stuff video first, because it was still like, the eclipse was still like towards the end of it, and I didn't want to take him outside until it was completely over. So I filmed that video, and then I took him outside, and then I filmed a Peterisms video, and then I filmed a BookTube video, and now I'm vlogging. So it's still been such a nice, peaceful, and calm, relaxed day. It's just been a wonderful day. It's been a really, really wonderful day. And so when I get done with this vlog, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner. Alex already ate. He had fried rice for lunch. He and some of his, so he worked this morning, and they got done about like noon, and they went somewhere next to a park. Where everybody was like viewing the eclipse, and they ate at this restaurant, and then they like watched the eclipse from like, I thought they were gonna like walk to this park, but apparently the park was like right next to this restaurant. One of the girls like picked it out. So anyway, so yeah, he was like FaceTiming me afterwards. He was like, are you having so much fun? He was like, it was amazing, wasn't it? I was like, yeah, it was amazing. He had asked me, he was like, do you want me to, he's like, do you care if I go out to lunch, or do you want me to come home and go down to the pool with you? And I was like, no, babe, it's going to be like a half an hour. You can go do your thing. It's totally fine. I can like hang out with the neighbors at the pool and stuff. And honestly, when I got up today, and even last night, I wasn't really sure if I was going to go down to the pool or not. You know, I actually did my Peterisms video was about social anxiety today, but like my social anxiety kicks in at like the weirdest times. And it's always like when I'm really excited about stuff that then at the last minute I start pulling back and not wanting to go. And so, but I'll explain that in a second. So last night I finished a Night of the Comet, well, took a nap, and then I finished Night of the Comet, and then I watched, I think 3 episodes. I don't remember how many episodes. I think 3 episodes. Did I watch something else after Night of the Comet? I feel like I did. I watched 3 episodes of Murder Under the Friday Night Lights. I was doing laundry too because I bought all this stuff from Abercrombie, so I was washing it to see if it would shrink a little bit, which it did, and now it's like perfect size for me. So I can like wear if you watch that haul, I can wear everything from that haul because I was worried that it wouldn't fit. Which actually afterwards I went inside and I asked Alex what size he got, and he said he got extra large and it fits him perfectly, so it should fit me perfectly. So I was doing that laundry last night. And then I had like an hour left of Night of the Comet. And then after Night of the Comet, I watched 3 episodes. Oh, no. I know what I did. I watched 2 episodes of Fear of the Walking Dead. So I had to go in and find out which season and episode I'm on. So the next episode that I'm watching is... I'm season 7. And the next episode is episode 11 out of 16. And then season 8 is the last episode of Fear of the Walking Dead. And so, when it's done, I'm going to go in and I'm going to start watching just The Walking Dead. And I don't remember. I have it in here somewhere. Let me see. I think I'm on season 9. Walking Dead. Let me look in here and see. Walking Dead. No, it doesn't say in here. I thought I had it in there. I'll have to go in and look. But anyway... Walking Dead, I'm going to go in and watch that as well. It was kind of weird, like, watching Fear of the Walking Dead last night. I remember now why I stopped it. It's just a really sad show. Like, when I first started watching Fear of the Walking Dead, I mean, it's always been like a sad show, obviously, you know, but, like, where it's at now, it's very, very sad. And then after that, I got done, and I was watching Murder Under the Friday Night Lights, and I was just like, God, all of this stuff is, like, so just, like, tragically sad. But I watched 2 episodes of Fear of the Walking Dead, and then I watched 3 episodes of maybe 2 episodes of Murder on the Friday Night Lights. Yeah, 2, because I watched about this punter that got stabbed, and then I watched about this cheerleader that was murdered, and I have 2 episodes left, and then I'm done with Murder on the Friday Night Lights. So as many seasons as they have out. They have 3 seasons out, and then I'm done with that. So I watched that, and then I went to bed last night. And I got up today. Here are all my glasses that I have left that I took down to the pool with me. I had them all inside. I gave Alex a bunch of them to take to work in case people didn't have glasses today. So you couldn't give these things away. And people were like saying that you couldn't get them at the CVS or the Walgreens and stuff anymore. People were like tweeted me and people DM'd me and they're like, where did you get the glasses? I was like, on Amazon. But apparently you couldn't get them at stores anymore. We had so many of these. I mean, I think I ordered like 40 total of them. Because I thought nobody would have them, you know, and that they would sell out. Well, realtors, roofers, I mean, all these people were, like, sending them to us as, like, you know, marketing kind of packages and stuff. So we had a bunch of them. But, so I got up today. I didn't really, to be honest with you, understand the eclipse real well. Like, I mean, I understood it. But I didn't understand, like, the partial eclipse and when it started. And that it started at, like, 1:59. And then the total eclipse was at, like, 3:01 or something like that. So I didn't really understand it that well. My neighbor's out in the yard. I think he's about to check his mail. So, he's the one that I went up, well, I sat behind at the eclipse, he and his wife.
Got a lot of bills there?
Oh, they're both checking. Person across the street must be checking their mail too because they're talking to each other, talking about bills. I love that people just sit there and they're like, what'd you get in your mail? Oh, I got this. We got junk mail today is what we got. So yeah, so I came out here and took Boo Radley out and stuff like that. And that was at like, well, I'd taken him out already, but this was later. And this was at like, it was like 1 o'clock or something like that. And so I was talking to my neighbor across, got Boo Radley inside, was talking to my neighbor across the street. She was gardening. She's doing this seeding thing where she told me she doesn't like to plant the seeds in the ground because she'll pick them and think they're weeds when they start growing up. So she cuts these milk containers in half and then she puts the seedlings in there and then she pulls them out and she plants those instead. So she's been out in her yard all day today and they're also getting their kitchen done. So the workers have been over there, the couple that is doing their kitchen, an unbelievable job. We might use them down the road for some stuff. They do like very intricate work. So anyway, so I was talking to her and I was like, are you going to go down to the pool for the pool thing? And she was like, no. She was like, Her husband went and got refreshments, and she was like, we're just the two workers and them, we're gonna watch it. And I thought, well, maybe I'll just like step out in the street, because like from the street it's totally like clear skies. I mean, it was so sunny today, you could see the sun and everything like that, so there was no reason to go down to the pool, right? I'm talking myself out of it. I'm like, there's no reason to go down there. So they're picking up all these twigs. They like picked up all these twigs out of the yard, and now they're like picking them up, and the flags and stuff like that. So the landscapers, today was their first day. I'll tell you guys about that in just a second. You know, all these flags and twigs and stuff. Oh, somebody on the street that's walking, so I appreciate all your hard work that you guys are doing, because they're literally going down the street and they're picking up, like, with the truck, like, all these twigs and stuff like that. So I was talking to my neighbor across the street, and she's like, are you going to go to the pool? And I go, well, if you're not going to, maybe I'll just come over here and watch with you guys. There's like a bee over there. Alex got stung in our house the other day by a wasp. I was like, I feel like it's too early in the year for a wasp. He was like, no, it was a wasp. Like, came out from, like, he got stung on his side, and then he, like, pulled his shorts down. There was like a wasp. I was like, where did a wasp? He's like, I don't know. But it was like this huge, like, wasp sting. But anyway, I don't think we have a nest inside. I think we would have seen it by now. But anyway, so, and we always have bugs around here because of the woods and the creek and stuff like that. But anyway, so, and the lakes and whatever. So then my neighbor on the corner, she said she was going to go down to the pool, but I just talked to her briefly. And so I was like, oh, I don't know. So I was like, I went inside and I like took a shower, and I was like, I'm gonna put on some like clean shorts and a t-shirt, you know, in case, you know, I go down there or whatever I do. And so everybody was like telling me that I smelled so good today. I put on the I used the lotion, I'm almost out of it, I need to get some more, the Malin and Getz lotion, and then I also used the oil, the little oil that I have, and the cologne as well, which I hardly ever use that, so I used that today. But anyway, so I was like standing out here on the street, and my neighbor was like, you can see it if you put your glasses on. So I put my glasses on, you could see like the partial, it was just starting to go. And so it was that loud for 20 minutes in my vlog. That's why I stopped it. But he's just driving by. So I think he's just driving by. Yeah, because I think they're loading into the truck and stuff like that. I can't start this vlog over again. I just can't. Oh, now they're blowing down here. They've already blown down here. These new landscapers are so nice, you guys. And I wouldn't say they've done the most phenomenal job in the world, but they've done a pretty good job. There's not just two of them. I think it's 2 guys that own the place, but I think there's like 5 or 6 guys that are with them. This is how loud I was talking for 20 minutes when I was like, I have to start this over. I think he's just doing this house and he'll be done, or I'll stop it and come back. So anyway, I was standing on the street with my glasses on, and I was like looking up, and I was like, oh, you can see it, it's really cool. So I came back, and I was like coming up to the porch, and you know my neighbors that like whenever I'm in my vlog, this vlog does not want to be made today. I'm just telling you, it does not want to be made. Now I'm 14 minutes in the vlog and the noise is starting. So, oh, he's like way down there. Why is it so loud? So you know, like my neighbors that walk by, I'm always like, oh, there's my favorite neighbors. So they were walking down the street and they were pulling this like thing. They had food and drinks and stuff in it. And they're like, are you gonna come down to the pool? And I was like, oh, I don't know. And they're like, come on, come in. I was like, okay. So I like ran inside and I like got my coffee and all this. I already had my glasses and stuff like that. So I got all this stuff. They went to the pool ahead of me. And I came out like 5 minutes later, and so I just like, I didn't even think about it. I just like walked into the pool because I was like so apprehensive about it, like the social anxiety stuff. It's really bad for me, even with people that I know, you know? And so I was like, I'm just gonna go to the pool. So I went to the pool, because, oh, my neighbor in the corner, she texted me, and she said, I'm at the pool, people are asking where you're at, blah, 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 whatever, they miss you. It was so funny, because when I went to the pool today, now I can't remember what I said before in my previous vlog and what I've said in this one, but when I went to the pool today, like it's a couple people that I didn't even know from our neighborhood, they're like, it's nice weather so you can be on your porch filming videos again. I was like, yeah, and they're like, please tell me they're driving down the street. Oh, yes, they are. And they're like, oh, we love walking by, and we always hear you talking and whatever. And they're like, we love that. And I was like, oh, thanks. And they're like, and I was like, are you seriously? And they're like, oh, no, we love it. We think it's so fun. And so anyway, so my neighbor in the corner, she was like, yeah, everybody's up here asking about you. They're like, where's Peter? And blah, blah, blah. And apparently some of them were real worried, because a couple of them were like, we didn't see you out there for like a week. We were worried about you again. I actually looked at my pictures last night, because I had taken a picture of like when I was in the hospital. I knew I had, and I was like looking. This was the exact same time that I was in the hospital with pancreatitis last year. I think I went in on I got out on like the 14th. And I went in on like the 8th or the 9th or something like that. Well, I'd gone into the emergency room that Thursday, and then I think I went back in on a Saturday or Sunday or something, but I don't know. But this was the week that I was in the hospital last year with pancreatitis. So, but anyway, a couple of my neighbors were like, we were really worried about you. We didn't see you out there for a week. I was like, yeah, I was in Florida. And so anyway, I went up there, and everybody brought chairs. I didn't bring a chair. They were like, are you not going to bring a chair? I was like, I'm not going to bring a chair. I didn't honestly think I'd stay up there that long. And so I went up there, and I talked to some woman that I hadn't seen since like last summer. She and I talked for a while. And then my neighbor in the corner, she and her neighbor, who we call ourselves the pool crew because we go to the pool, they were so funny. They were retired teachers, and they were like asking all these questions. I'm like, this is why school's out today, because y'all don't know the answers. And I was like, and they were laughing. They were we were having such a good time. We were talking about the pool open, and we couldn't wait till the pool opened and stuff like that. And so, and we're like, are we going to be down? We're all talking about, are we going to be down there the first day that it opens? And we're like, of course, we don't care how cold it is. We're going down there the first day. And my neighbor in the corner, we were like, yeah, we were the last ones. People were like, you're the last ones. We're like, we were the last ones in the pool, the very last people in the pool that day and stuff. So we're so excited about it opening. But anyway, so it wasn't like in the pool area. It was like the grass outside of it. I don't know if I said that already. But anyway, I don't like the little like cul-de-sac that they have down there, the little circular area. And so I just like plopped my butt right behind them, like on the grass, and sat down. And right next to me, oh my God, people brought the most hilarious food. People brought like the Oreos that look like, you know, the moon on one side and sun on the other. My neighbor brought sun chips. People were playing, like my friend from the pool crew. This guy is like driving back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, blowing stuff. Like, you know where we had the people before that walked up and down the street blowing stuff? Now this guy rides the riding lawnmower. He's gone up and down the street. I didn't realize we had so much crap in our streets. This is why I had to stop earlier. I think they're parked way down there, and they're all like driving down there to load their stuff up. So anyway, my neighbor brought sun chips. Did I say that? Which was real funny. And oh, I did say that because the pool crew lady, she had a playlist made up of like Bonnie Tyler, Total Eclipse of the Heart, and some Beatles songs, and Moon Shadow by Cat Stevens. She had like this whole playlist that she was playing and stuff. And so everybody was just sitting there. It was so fun. It was so fun. And I was sitting next to this woman that I know from when she walks. She's the woman that I always say that carries her purse. And so I started talking to her, and I was like, are you real excited? And she's like, yeah. She's like, this is the only time in my life that I'm going to get to see it. And I was like, oh, don't say that. And she's like, sweetie, I'm not going to make it another 20 years. I'm 91. And so she and I started talking. I was like, what are things you never thought you'd see in your lifetime? And so she told me she was born in 32. And so she said, I was like, oh, I'm like, you know, I was born in, I said, I'm 51, so I'm 40 years behind you. And so I said, so you were born in, she said 32. And she was like, I was asking her like things she saw in her lifetime. So she was telling me all these things that she saw like first in her lifetime that she never thought she'd see. And she's like, you know, it's weird when you look at your life that way and you think, I mean, she's really coherent. And she's like, when you think about all these different things and whatever, and she just was having such a good time. And like, people had given her all these glasses, and she had like 2 or 3 pairs of glasses, and she kept on looking up at it. It was really cool, you guys. So what happened was, so between, I know I'm not telling anybody anything they don't already know, but I really, to be honest with you, didn't know what to expect. And so many people online were like, I don't really care about the eclipse, this is cheesy, whatever. So I thought, well, it's just not going to be really that big of a deal. It's not going to be that cool. I mean, I really had kind of convinced myself that it was going to be stupid, you know? And so we're sitting there, and the first thing I noticed was that it started getting really cool. So the glasses, I mean, we all were just like kind of holding our glasses like this. And then like every couple minutes you'd put them on, you'd like look up and whatever. And you could see the moon was like slow. You couldn't really see the moon. You could see with the glasses on, because the glasses are like black here. So you can't see my finger on the other side. I mean, they're black. And so really all you could see was the sun through it, right? So you couldn't see the moon. You could just see, like, if this was, you know, if this was the sun and like half of it was covered up or whatever, that's all you could see. And so, the birds have been acting real weird today, though. So that's all you could see was just like half of the sun, right? But it was really cool. And so the first thing that we noticed was when it was like half coverage, like 50%, it started getting really cool. Like, you could feel like a breeze. The birds got really quiet. So the landscapers during that time, like, they came down there. They didn't, like, they like watched it, that was really cool. And they were quiet in the neighborhood. Everything in the quiet neighborhood was really quiet. It was so interesting because I saw on Facebook all these people posting, like, you can park in my yard. We have a great yard to watch it and whatever. We literally had, like, the most perfect view. Like, the trees were around us, but like looking where we were sitting, I looked up like this, and I mean, I could see it straight up. I mean, it was perfect view. And I was really rather surprised. Oh, here's her friend that's the gardener. She's listening to an audiobook or something. I don't know why I thought audiobook. Maybe she's listening to disco. Hell, I don't know. But anyway, I was really kind of surprised that a lot of people didn't like drive into our neighborhood. And like, there's probably 30 people there. A couple of people had their grandkids and stuff like that. But I was really surprised, like, more people from like the neighborhoods around us didn't come in here, because it was literally a perfect view. Literally, I mean, we were all just like sitting there on the grass. And it was really cool. And so like, we like kind of counted it down, like all of us out loud, to Bonnie Tyler's Total Eclipse of the Heart. Like, as it was like, you could just see, like, at the very end, it was like the sun, and then the moon was like right over it. And so you could just see this like little line, and then the line just kept on like going away until it was like total, like all you could see, it was just completely black. And then outside, it was dark. It was very eerie. That's what my pool crew lady said. She goes, it's really eerie outside. It was dark, but it was like a weird dark. It was kind of like, it was like a smoky dark. It was weird. Not smoky. Like, I mean, it was completely clear, but like, what was weird about it was totally silent. Like Alex even texted me, what did he say? He said it's so silent or something like that. Like, all the birds stopped. What did he text me? Hold on a second. He said it's so quiet outside, like the birds are not chirping. It was so weird, you guys. And so I took some pictures. The pictures I took, well, I tried to take a picture because people were like, well, you can take a picture. I said, you're not supposed to take pictures. And they're like, well, you can take a picture if you take a picture through this lens. And so I had like my glasses on, but you can't see. So see, when I'm like looking like through these glasses, you can't see anything. Okay, like, I mean, it's pitch black, right? So you can't see anything. So I was trying to like wear the glasses and hold my camera up through the glasses, but it didn't work. Here, I'll show you my picture that I got of that, doing that. We were laughing so hard. The pool crew lady. This is the picture that I got. I mean, it's nothing, right? So, okay, here's my friend. We were all sitting there on the grass. They're both in their hokas, holding their, so you can see their glasses. And we were all sitting there. I was sitting on the grass. And then here's my one pool crew lady. And she's like dancing to music. And here's my neighbor across the street. And the 91-year-old woman sitting behind her. And we were sitting there. And she was dancing. And my neighbor across the street. So I got all these pictures of her. And then here they are again. You can, oh, this is a video. Here they are again. You can see, and then you can see my photos right there. And then this is when it started getting dark. So this is how sunny it was outside, right? And then people were saying, I don't know if you can see, but like, okay. Hold on a second. So this is where they said it's starting to get dark. And then, oh, shoot. Okay, so this is where they said it was starting to get dark. And then you can see, like, it got real dark. And then this is how dark it got. I know it doesn't look really that dark to you guys. But then this is the eclipse. This is when you could take your glasses off and you could look at it. It's not, like, super clear. My neighbor across the street, she got, like, really great pictures of it. It's not showing up. This is how dark it was. You can see that was the total eclipse of the heart. This is how dark the pool was around there. It was just really eerie, and you like couldn't hear anything. None of the birds were like chirping or anything. But let me just show you, like, I'm sitting on the ground. This is the perfect view that I had. I mean, I was literally just like this. And you can see all the people who were just like sitting there on the ground. I mean, there was like 30 of us, maybe 20. I don't know. It was fun. It was so fun. And I mean, everybody was just like, oh my God, it was amazing. This woman, when she was walking back, I was talking to her with my neighbor across the street, and I was like, what'd you think? She was like, it was life-changing. It really was. I honestly thought, well, here will be the true test, because I thought it was so cool. I think it was just also the moment of being there all together and witnessing it, because we were like, oh my God, can we take our glasses off yet? And then this guy was like, yeah, you can take your glasses off. And so we all took our glasses off, and when you looked at it, and you could, like, I mean, it was bizarre. And then there was like this red thing at the bottom of it. I don't know what that was, that we were all asking about that. That was when we had our glasses on. And then when it started, it got like real bright. I actually had my glasses on when this happened, but when it started like coming back the other way, it like got really bright, like literally, like suddenly. It was really weird. And everybody was like, oh my God, put your glasses on. But it was so cool, and it was so beautiful. And I honestly thought, okay, and this is like me practicing being present in the moment and whatever, you know? And I honestly thought, okay, the true test will be what Alex says, because I thought Alex was gonna be like, yeah, it was whatever, it was nothing. Alex, like, he came home, I was like, what'd you think? He goes, was that not the coolest thing? He was like, oh my God. He was like, that was so cool. And he was like, I actually wish I had been home with you. He's like, but we had a really good time too. I thought, oh, I was only down there for like 20, 30 minutes or whatever, but I think I was more down there, like 30 minutes, but yeah, it was really, really fun. And when I came back, I thought it was kind of over, and my neighbor was like, no, you can still see it. And I was like, oh, you can, that's right, because it's still the partial eclipse. So I put my glasses on, you could still see it up there, because it was like going the other way. It was really cool. My neighbor that walked down the street, my favorite neighbors, they were like, oh my God, I can't believe you came. Everybody was so excited to see me. It was so nice, because I never like go to that stuff, you know, hardly ever. And they're like, oh my God, you came. And people were like coming up to me, and they're like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. People that I had met at the pool and whatever, and they're like, are you ready for because they know me from the pool, and they're like, are you ready for the pool everybody was coming up to me being like, are you ready for the pool to be open? I was like, yeah. And they're like, we miss seeing you on your front porch. I was like, well, I've been out here. And they're like, yeah, but we usually get to see you every day and hear you out there. We can't wait to see you and hear you again this summer and stuff. People just made me feel so good. It was so much fun. And now I'm like super ready. We were leaving. We're like, okay, we got a month. And everybody's like, no, it's Memorial Day weekend. I was like, well, they opened it early last year. I think they opened it on the 18th last year. So we're all hoping that they open the pool early. We were like, yeah, if they open it today, it would be perfect to get in the pool today, you know? But then it's supposed to be like cooler the next couple days. But it was so much fun. It was so good. And then I came back and I was talking to her, and that's when she was like, I don't know if I said this before, if this was vlog number 1 or vlog number 2, but she was like, are you not gonna film a vlog with your experience? And I was like, yeah, I should probably go do that. So then I was like, I'm gonna film a couple videos, and then when I get done with this vlog, I'm gonna relax with Alex a little bit. But it just was such a good day. It was so fun. It was so nice, and it was so fun seeing all my neighbors, and yeah, it was good. It was really good. So, and now, like I said, when I get done with the vlog, I'm going to lay down, take a nap, figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. Maybe before that, or maybe after, I don't know. And then, Alex is so tired. He did not sleep well at all last night. And so, he's like, he may sleep. He'll get up a couple times throughout the night and, like, you know, go through TikToks, eat something. But he said he's full because he ate a lot at lunch. But he he's like, yeah, I might just go to sleep for the night. He's like, I didn't sleep well at all last night. I was like, okay, babe, go to sleep for the night. I'll watch my shows and whatever. So yeah, I really am thinking about, for my reality TV channel, that I think I'm going to start, I think I'm going to change it, just call it Peter Watches TV or Peter's TV shows, or I don't know what I'm going to call it. If you guys have a suggestion, please put it in the comment section below. But I think any TV show that I watch over there, I'm going to like cover from now on, not just reality TV. Camera stopped. Because I want to start reviewing. It's not that I don't want to do reality TV. I still want to do that, obviously. But I want to cover like any show that I watch. And I have so many shows that I binge watched that I want to like talk about, but I don't want to do it. I used to do those kinds of things on my review channel. I don't want to do it over there. I don't want to do TV or movies over there. And so I feel like the reality TV channel, I could encompass TV shows, movies, everything. Well, the Peter Does Stuff channel, I'm doing the movie show, so maybe I'll leave the movies over there. But I don't really do movie reviews as much anymore either. If I do that, maybe I'll still do that on the review channel if I do a review of a movie. But I was going to do that for a while. But TV shows, any TV show, I think I'm going to keep on that TV channel and just talk about whatever. Not true crime, obviously. The true crime will be on my drama channel. So yeah, I was actually going to do a drama video today about sobriety. I have this sobriety video that I want to do that I have outlined. But I don't think I'm going to film a video for that channel. I think this will be it. I think I'm going to take a walk tonight and listen to my audiobook. It's such a beautiful evening. Because I want to get a little bit more into Murder Road tonight. So yeah, so we have the new landscapers in the neighborhood, and a lot of people had a lot of opinions about the new landscapers. So it's actually not just two guys, like I said. That's what we thought. I think it's two guys that own it. And then I think it's like, I mean, it's like a legit landscaping company because they all have like the same t-shirts on. They're like this neon yellow t-shirt. And I did notice that there's like two older guys that are like probably like 10 years older than me that are, I think they started the landscaping business as like, they retired and then they started this landscaping business. And I think that's what somebody said today. But anyway, that was the big talk at the pool today, was the new landscapers. And they, it was so funny. Oh, when the totality thing happened, like all the Amazon trucks in our neighborhood and stuff, I mean, not all, there weren't like 20, but like there were like 2, and there's another delivery truck. They all like pulled down by the pool. All the guys like stepped outside and were like watching it with us. It was really cute. But anyway, so they came today, and it's like 2 older guys, and they're the ones that are like telling everybody what to do. And then there's like 5 or 6 younger guys that look older than college, maybe, I don't know, 25 to 30, maybe a little bit older than that. I mean, it looks like a landscaping company is what it looks like. They're extremely nice. They're really, really nice. Like my neighbor across the street, he was like, the guy was weed eating. So there's like 2 guys on lawnmowers. There's like a guy that blows stuff. There's this guy that's been walking around picking up twigs and stuff out of the yard. Like they just had a pile outside my mailbox, and they literally just like drove down. I think that was when I was filming. Drove down and picked it up. Like they left the yard, I will say, does not look great. But they also told us that because of all the construction that they've done with laying the lines underneath the ground, my yard actually looks better than most people's yards. Laying the lines with the electric company or gas company or whatever, and then doing the cable, that the first 2 times they came out here and did it, it wasn't going to look great because they were just going to like try to work on it and get like because it's a lot of bumps underneath the ground and stuff like that. That being said, I will say it looks pretty good. So anyway, she was out there working, and the guy said, I'm not done over here. And she said, no, it looks like you're done or whatever, because she was sitting on her bench. And he goes, can I just get this part right here? And she's like, yeah. And he like cleaned it all up right around there. And he was like very careful of her flowers and stuff. And she was like, thank you for being so careful of my flowers. Because the last landscaping company was not. And he was like, oh yeah, of course. And he was like, now, and he even asked her, he was like, now what area here or whatever? And she was like, this is where I'm gonna have my plants, and I'm gonna move this over here a little bit. And he's like, okay, well, we'll remember that when we come out here. I was sitting out here, and the guy with the blower started walking up here. And I mean, I wasn't on my phone or anything. I was just like sitting here drinking coffee. And he like walked right up here, and he was like, are you good? And I was like, I'm good. And so he like walked away, didn't blow anything up here. Boo Radley was out in the yard, and the guy was like weed eating. And the guy stopped, when he saw Boo, stopped weed eating and was like, hey, little guy, what's your name? And I said, he's Boo. And he goes, yeah, we're real careful of dogs and stuff like that, which is totally different than the other guy that blew in Boo Radley's face. These guys are so nice, and they're actually doing a really good job. So, you know, everybody was like, I thought, let's just give them a try and see, like, you know, what happens. I really honestly thought, because I said that, I was like, let's just give it a chance and see, you know, whatever. I thought it's going to be crap. Like, everybody's going to be complaining about it all summer long. But they actually did a pretty good job. So it's not just two guys. One woman at the pool, because somebody said something real nasty. I didn't know who this woman was, but she said, oh, it was so funny because I was at the pool and I was talking to this one woman, and we were talking about how much we love our neighborhood and everybody's so nice and friendly. Because I was talking to her, and this guy came up to me and he was like, hey, he was like, it's summer. He was like, we're good to see you. Because he's like, I walk by your house every night. You're always on the porch, like, just like talking and whatever. He's like, I miss it. And he was so funny. He was like, you know, pat my back and stuff like that. And so when he walked away, she was like, everybody in the neighborhood loves you so much. I was like, yeah, I need to run for HOA president. But no, but she's like, everybody in the neighborhood loves you so much. I said, everybody is so nice. And I said, I didn't used to talk to people in the neighborhood. And I said, you know, like, I used to, like, be, like, I had a hard time interacting with people. I have bad social anxiety. I was telling her stuff like that. And she was like, yeah. And I was like, and like, everybody in the neighborhood is really, really nice. And she was like, well, not everybody. And I go, oh, well, there's a few people. And I didn't, you know, whatever. And she's like, yeah, she's like, there's one man in this neighborhood. He's just rude to everybody. And I go, oh, who are you talking about? And she, like, pointed over. And I was like, oh, that guy that lives. And she was like, yeah. Do you remember when I was talking about the guy that, like, will never, like, look at me? That's who she was talking about. Apparently he was rude to everybody. I thought it was just me, but apparently he was rude to everybody. Saying stuff to, she said he says says stuff about everybody in the neighborhood. He wasn't at the pool today. So anyway, but yeah, everybody was so nice. So anyway, but this one woman said something not very nice about the landscapers. She's like, I don't think they're doing a very good job or something like that. And my pool crew lady said, just give them a chance. She's like, they did some stuff for us privately in our back, and she was like, they did a fantastic job. And so she's like, just give them a chance, they'll do a really good job. But they're doing a good job. Really, really nice guys. So yeah, it feels like summer in the neighborhood again. I'm so happy. I miss this weather. Oh, last night I read a lot of my graphic novel. I actually finally put it on my Goodreads, so I can tell you what it is. I actually ordered some more graphic novels last night, too. Did you ever read the book Speak by Lori, I think it's Lori Halson, is her name? Well, there's a graphic novel of it, and I loved that book. I read it years ago. It's a young adult book. It's really famous. It's won a bunch of awards. I think it's about a girl. Well, here, I'll look it up really quick. But I bought the graphic novel. It's about a girl that won't talk to anybody because she had this, like, traumatic experience that happened to her. Why is it not pulling up any? Goodreads sometimes is so weird. Here it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, I guess I already have it listed as my rating was 5 stars. Speak by Lori Halse Anderson. The first 10 lies they tell you in high school. Speak up for yourself. We want to know what you have to say. From the first moment of her freshman year at Meriwether High, Melinda knows this is a big fat lie. Part of the nonsense of high school. She is friendless outcast because she busted, oh, I remember this now, an end of the summer party by calling the cops so nobody will talk to her, let alone listen to her. As time passes, she becomes increasingly isolated and practically stops talking altogether. Only her art class offers her any solace. And so anyway, I bought the graphic novel of that last night, and I bought another graphic novel too. Oh, I also bought, because when I'm sitting here reading, like if I'm reading a graphic novel, it, like, if you've read a graphic novel before, people are like, what's a graphic novel? A graphic novel is basically like a book in cartoon form, but illustrated. It's all, like, told through illustrations. And so I like love to read a lot of those, like, sitting outside. Plus, it's real easy to get through a lot of them very quickly. How many books have I read since I got this open? I've read 16 books this year so far. I'm like 10 books behind from my challenge. Hold on. I am 10 books behind schedule. I need to get on it. So I bought this for upstairs, like when we're going to bed at night, like if I'm in bed with Alex and I want to read a book or whatever and we have the lights off. I bought one of those like bookmark lights that you like put at the top of the book and then it shines down on it. I had one back in the day. I bought a newer one. I'm going to probably review these on my review channel. But last night, because I'd seen one of these on like the Reese's Book Club thing, it's the one that's the necklace that shines down. And I was like, oh, that would be, I think it was like $18.95 that I bought it for. They have them from like $9.99 all the way up to like $30 or something like that. They're just these neck lights that you can use them for all kinds of things. But one thing they use them for is at the end of them, they have like these flashlights on them. So you can just sit here and read a book and like you can like move them however you want them. And I thought those would be better because that way when I'm turning pages a lot, because with the other one that I bought, every time you turn a page, you have to take it out and put it back in. So that would be better. If anybody has suggestions for that, I'd be totally open to that as well because I want to read outside a lot in the dark or upstairs in bed. So I bought that last night. But, oh, the other book that graphic novel that I'm reading besides the fangirl manga is Juliet Takes a Breath, the graphic novel, and it's written by Gabby Rivera. The original book is called Juliet Takes a Breath. It came out in 2021. It has, hey, how are you? Where were you at the pool today?
I was at somebody else's house.
The one time I go to the pool.
Huh?
The one time I go to the pool.
You go to the pool all the time.
I go to the pool all the time. Well, not for events, though.
No, it was nice.
It was nice. So the original book is 320 pages. It came out in 2021. It has a 4.17 rating, which is really high. So the graphic novel, this is what it looks like. Juliet Takes a Breath. Gabby Rivera, Celia Mosco did the illustrations. A new graphic novel adaptation of the best-selling book. Julia Milagros Palante is leaving the Bronx and headed to Portland, Oregon. She just came out to her family and isn't sure if her mom will ever speak to her again. But don't worry, Julia has something kind of resembling a plan that'll help her figure out what it means to be Puerto Rican, lesbian, and out. See, she's going to intern with Harlow Brisbane, her favorite feminist author, someone's who's the last work on feminism, self-love, and lots of there are things that will help Juliet find her elusive epiphany. There's just one problem. Harlow's white, not from the Bronx, and doesn't have the answers. Okay, maybe that's more than one problem, but Juliet never said it was a perfect plan. Critically acclaimed writer Gabby Rivera adapts her best-selling novel alongside artist Celia Mosco in an unforgettable queer coming-of-age story exploring race, identity, and what it means to be true to your amazing self, even when the rest of the world doesn't understand. You guys, it's really good. Yeah. It's definitely adult, I will say that. I mean, there's not like, I mean, the pictures aren't adult or anything, but the storyline is definitely adult. And not just about coming out, just like the language they use and stuff like that. But it's fantastic. It's really, really good, so I'd highly recommend that. So I'm reading that. I'm like a third of the way through that. I thought I was longer. I was more like half the way through, but I read a lot of it last night. I have like 5 physical copy books going. Actually, the book that I talked about on my booktube channel today, I want to start like right now because I've been the title of my video is I wanted to read this book for 20 years and I've literally wanted to read this book for 20 years, but it's very similar to the book that I started in Miami, and I'm like a third of the way through that book. And I'm also reading those short stories, Raymond Carver. I mean, those books might take me a long time to finish because I pick up here and there when I want to read a short story, and then I'm also listening to Murder Read by Simone St. James, which is really good so far, but I need to get farther into it. So tonight is going to be a night of television, relaxation. Oh, there's also that movie that I want to watch. It's with Mel Gibson on the Netflix. Hold on a second. I will tell you what it's called. Something about like I've always kind of been fascinated with like those call-in radio shows because I used to listen to Coast to Coast AM, and my mom loved Delilah and all that kind of stuff. Delilah. Okay, is there anything that's new in the top 10 that I need to watch? No. Top 10 movies. It's not even listed as the top 10 movie. What is Scoop? Who is that with? Gillian Anderson. That looks good. What does it say? Oh, it came out, okay, New York, 2010. Paparazzi snaps a picture of Prince Andrew with financier, Jeffrey Epstein. 9 years later, the prince has some tough questions to answer. It's about all that. Okay. Split, Skyscraper. That's not, where is this movie that I wanted to see? Here's my list. On the Line. Has anybody seen this? Edgy radio host Elvis is no stranger to disgruntled listeners, but one caller goes too far when he draws the host and his family into a deadly game. It's with Mel Gibson, Kevin Dillon, Enrique Arce. I've never heard of these. Well, I've heard of these people, but I haven't heard of this movie. And it came out in 2022. It's an hour and 44 minutes. So I'm going to probably maybe watch that tonight, and then I will probably finish Murder Under the Friday Night Lights, and then I have nothing that comes on tonight. Vanderpump Villa comes on tonight. And then Elsbeth. Somebody was comparing it to Monk in the comment section. I never watched that show, but it was never a show that I wanted to watch. So now I'm like, I don't know if I want to watch Monk, or if I want to watch Elsbeth or not. Palm Royale, I'm still waiting. Yellowstone. So Fear the Walking Dead, I'm going to watch more of that tonight after Murder Under the Friday Night Lights. That's my next show to finish, is Fear the Walking Dead. And then I'm going to go back and then finish The Walking Dead. And then Tanya was telling me that she's watching the one that it's Rick and his wife or girlfriend that was in The Walking Dead, and they're in like Paris or something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Tanya said it's really good. Only the Dead Left or something it's called. Tanya said it's really good. She said there was like a hiatus and it just came back, so I'll probably watch that. I mean, not tonight, but I want to get caught up. Once I finish Fear the Walking Dead, I do everything backwards, right? Then I want to go in and finish the original Walking Dead, because that's what I watched to begin with. Like, I want to go, like, once I finish Below Deck Mediterranean, I want to go back and watch Below Deck, the original, all the seasons of that, and get caught up. So, this is going to be a summer of catching up on TV shows, and I'm really excited about it. Last night, I could have sat out here. I was going to sit out here and watch Night of the Comic because it was so nice last night. But I'm so used to sitting in that chair, and I'm so comfortable in that chair. I just light my candles, and I'm so comfy and stuff like that. Until it's like warm out here, I don't know, like I'm not in any rush to, like during the day, I like to sit out here and talk to my neighbors and stuff. But to watch my shows at night and stuff like that, like I'm not like in any rush to come out here and sit. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do for dinner tonight. Such a pretty day in Indianapolis. I feel like I need some chapstick. Last night I used that hydrating, I don't think I've used it before, the hydrating face mask, and it was it's called like Youth for the People or something. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It comes in like this little container. It's like a yellowish color. It's more of like a cream than a mask. And I put it on last night. It smells really, really good. Well, I was laying in bed last night, and I noticed that like it kind of like the Neutrogena hydrating face mask that I use, it like doesn't, like it kind of sits on your skin for a while. This one like was like lotion. But when I woke up today, I noticed that my skin looked a lot better from using it last night, like when I washed my face and stuff like that. So, yeah, I don't know about, I haven't used that before. I might try some more of their products, because I really, really liked that. I love listening to the birds. My neighbors across the street doing stuff in their garage. I asked her, I said, what are you having for dinner tonight? She was having brats, because it was easy to like cook brats. Like she had always brats made that he grilled out, and she was just like heating them up in the microwave. But she's been, like, she made a bunch of homemade chicken noodle soup, which still reminds me of my Aunt Kathy, because my Aunt Kathy, like in the fall and winter, she would make like pots of chili with like muffins or homemade bread, and then she would just give it to my mom. That way she knew my mom was eating, because my mom would like sometimes not eat for like a couple days in a row. And she would also make her huge pots of chicken noodle soup and vegetable soup with like a loaf of bread, like a homemade loaf of bread. And my mom loved that when my Aunt Kathy would do that. So I said to her, I said, what are you having for dinner tonight? She goes, probably chicken noodle soup again, because they're working in the kitchen, so I can just like heat it up in the microwave. She's like, I already have it out. She's like, it's like homemade chicken noodle soup, so she was real excited about that. I actually have chicken noodle soup inside. It's fake chicken. That gumbo and that chicken noodle soup and all that stuff that I wanted to get, that's like all plant-based. I can't remember the Gardein. It's all Gardein. I wanted to get that. So, is she closing her garage door? Oh, they must be leaving. God, they're leaving early today. They usually sit till like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. It's only 6:09 right now. But, I wanted those Gardein soups so bad, and I wanted them so bad I haven't even tried them yet. Probably because I'm eating so bad all the other time. But yeah, I have those in there. I think this week when I go to Cousin Fun Day at the grocery store, I'm going to get like a loaf of some like really like low calorie, low carb bread, like whole wheat bread, and then lettuce and tomatoes and like bean sprouts or not Brussels sprouts, like sprouts, you know, that I can make like a veggie sandwich with. And then for dinner I can have like a veggie sandwich with one of those soups. That would be good. You guys, I saw this, I don't know if I took a picture of it or not. It was on the Facebook. Did I take a picture of it? No, I don't think I did. It was the sandwich. Oh, there's supposed to be a comet during an eclipse. A devil comet will share skies with solar eclipse Monday. A rare comet known for its horned shape could make an appearance during the total solar eclipse on Monday. Did it? I don't know. I guess I didn't save this. It was a sandwich, and it was like brie, apple cider vinegar, and raspberries, maybe. Grilled cheese. I thought I saved the recipe, but I must not have. Oh, little Thumbelina the squirrel. I love her so much. I bought a Thumbelina t-shirt the other night. It's coming in the mail. Here's our printer cartridges, because Alex had to buy printer cartridges. Here's a book that I bought called Ordinary Grace. I bought it on. You guys want to look at the random stuff that's in my phone? So when we were at the airport, I took some, somebody asked me actually about one of these. I took some pictures of these books. This one's called The Fortunes of Jaded Women. This one's called Raiders of the Lost Heart. Death in the Dark Woods. Swift and Saddled. Looks like a romance. Okay, this is what somebody asked me about. And I'm like, are these bad? And somebody's trying to trap me into saying something. But I actually took a picture about this, which was so funny that somebody asked me about them. And they're called Ice Planet Barbarian novels. Has anybody read these? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? This one's called Barbarian Alien. They're by Ruby Dixon. I've never heard about them, but they were like big ones. And then listen to the lie. They were like big ones at the airport. It's like looking at new couches, Joybird couches. I just take screenshots of the most random stuff. Family. Why did I screenshot that? Some book. Said I have 2 credits left. I don't have 2 credits left anymore. Oh, my friend Nikki sent me. She wanted to try this 7-Eleven hot dog sparkling water. I was going to buy Silent Spring by Rachel Carson because I was in that show, Three Body Problem. They talk about it. I remember like trying to read that in my youth, like when I was in college. We like read excerpts of it from some book. And I remember like trying to read it, and I like had such a hard time getting into that. Has anybody read that? She also has one about the sea, something to do with the sea. Is anybody out there like a diehard Rachel Carson fan that would like highly like? It's not an easy read though, right? Like it's a difficult read if I remember correctly. If I remember correctly, it kind of reminds. There's bees out here. Because it doesn't make sense that Alex could have got stung by a wasp. If I remember correctly, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Walden, the Walden Pond by Thoreau. My mom loved that book. I tried to read that book so many times. I had such a hard time with it. I am so excited about the movies and the TV shows and the books and the audiobooks and everything this summer. So excited about it. It's going to be such a good spring and summer. Look, it is April 8th. We have all of April, all of May, all of June, all of July, all of August, and all of September. We have 7 months of really nice weather that I get to just enjoy. I'm so excited about it. April, did I say, is that wrong? April, May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, oh, that's 6 months. April, May, June, July, August, September. 6 months. 6 months is still good though. How did I count that wrong? Did I go April to May, May to June, June to July, July to August, August, September? No, that would have been 5 months. How did I get 7 months from that? See, when I used to save my videos, I got my glasses on, I can't do math. I cannot do math to save my life at all. She's pushing a baby, got her music playing, she's got a dog and everything. She's got a lot going on there. Let's see the countdown to the pool opening. The countdown to the pool opening, 52 days. Can you even believe it? I can't even believe it. So excited. I wonder if they'll open the pool early this year. I hope they do. I was just going to look up something because I was going to tell you guys about something. Now I don't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. I'm only happy when it rains. Well, should I get off here? I guess I should get off here. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner, and if Alex, he's probably does sleep. I haven't heard him walk downstairs or anything, so he's probably asleep. So anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Monday and a fantastic beginning to your week. Amazing beginning to your week. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And if you were anywhere in the path of the eclipse, partial, total, whatever, I hope that you guys got to see it and enjoy it like I did. And yeah, I think it's going to be a fantastic beginning to this week. Really excited about this week. Got all kinds of videos planned. I've got so many videos scheduled like in my phone. Let me just show you for a second. I have all of these. Okay, so these are my Peter Does Stuff videos. Here are my drama videos. I have some of them outlined. Reality TV videos. I have 3 of those. Peterisms video. I have 1 of those. And 1 booktube video. But I actually have like 7 booktube videos. I just don't have them all listed there because I have them listed inside of my pad of paper. So anyway, remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want or need to. Or your week. If your week didn't start off good and you need to start it over, you can start it over whenever you want. Just say, okay, I'm starting my day over now. Or tomorrow when I get up, it's a new day, it's a new week. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. Just do it because it's the right thing to do. Put some goodness out there in the world. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be changing their day for the better. You might be the only text or phone call they get for the day, and you might be making them feel not so all alone. Also, I was actually looking at my phone the other day, and it was so funny because it was like, phone call wise, it was like Tanya and Alex. Those were the only 2 people for like days. Also, be kinder to one another. My sponsor was in there too, I think. Be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more, and most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more, because if you're kinder to yourself, then you'll be kinder to others. If you're kinder to yourself, then you'll be kinder to others, and if you love yourself more, then you will love others more as well. And it's just, listen, we need to, well, I need to work on improving my self-worth, my self-concept, and believing that I am lovable. And why is it so hard sometimes to love others more than we love ourselves, you know? I talked about self-worth in my Peterisms video today. It's something that's like, will I deal with it for the rest of my life, you know? I can give love to others, it seems almost too easily sometimes, and yet I restrict myself from it, you know? So let's love ourselves more today, right? Not just because we'll love others more, but just because damn it, we deserve it, right? Like, I mean, seriously. I think we're hardest on ourselves. So let's, just for today, be less hard on ourselves. And I love you guys so much. Peace and love, positive vibes to all of you. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you.